My dear friends, it's finally happened. The trailer for the Book of Boba Fett has finally dropped, the moment we've all been waiting for. So I'm going to do a full breakdown from the start, and then we'll talk about it. My first impression of the series based on this trailer is just as Robert Rodriguez said, it's certainly gritty, and centered around the underworld of Tatooine. There are clearly going to be some incredible action sequences, and I'm all about it. I'm super excited, and December the 29th cannot get here soon enough. So let's dive straight into the breakdown. The trailer starts with an awesome callback to Return of the Jedi, with a Boma Order spider crawling across the landscape of the outer Dune Sea when Jabba's palace comes into focus. Now, these spiders were not given much context in episode 6, but there is a dark backstory to them. The Boma Order, which consisted of Boma monks, was a religious order that believed in isolating themselves from all physical sensation, and this was to enhance the power of the mind. And so to achieve this better, the enlightened monks had taken their brains and transplanted them into nutrient-filled jars. Whenever they wanted to move, those bottled brains used spider-like droid walkers. Older monks used 4-legged walkers, while more recent ones used a 6-legged variant. Now, these monks were not happy when Jabba took over their palace, but shortly after Jabba's death, the monks took over until Bib Fortuna took control. Now that Boba Fett has killed Bib Fortuna and taken over the underworld for himself, the Boma monks wander the outskirts of the Dune Sea, exiled once more. Next in the trailer, we hear Boba Fett's voice saying, "I'm not a bounty hunter," to which an unknown helmeted male voice replies, "I've heard otherwise." Now, the voice who responds to Boba sounds like a Mandalorian, but it's clearly not Din Djarin or anyone else we've met in The Mandalorian so far. We hear the voice again a few moments later, and it says, "I know you sit on the throne of your former employer." At this stage, it's impossible to know who this person is because we don't even see them. But based on the rumors that we'll be getting multiple Mandalorians in the series, it could be any one of them. Whoever he is, he knows that Boba has taken over Jabba's palace. We then see another character who was rumored, and this was one of my earlier scoops, an important Ithorian crime lord. This hammerhead looks like someone Boba is going to negotiate with, and the theme of negotiation in the bounty hunting profession seems like a recurring theme in the trailer and therefore in the series. It appears as though Boba is facing threats from various groups who want to, quote, take what they want. I think he's going to be looking for allies and try to resolve a lot of the underworld conflicts that exists in the fringes of Tatooine. In general, I love how Tatooine-centric this show is looking to be. We knew that it would be Boba's new base, but it was assumed he'd leave the planet. While he might still do that with Fennec Shand, who looks absolutely incredible by the way, the trailer seems to be implying that the main bulk of the show is going to be on the desert planet, across various locations. Boba Fett then says, "I intend to rule with respect," which tells us that he wants to revamp the Tatooine underworld and move away from Jabba the Hutt's more ruthless and greedy approach. And then we're introduced to a syndicate of Trandoshans, a group who we are told were once captains under Jabba the Hutt. Trandoshans are the species that both Bossk and Sid from the Bad Batch belong to, and this is the first time in live action that we're being introduced to so many at one time. We don't know what their role is going to be, but it's made clear that Boba has approached them to propose a mutually beneficial deal. We don't know if this group even knows Bossk, but they could connect Boba to him. But either way, they're going to be a significant point of interest in the show. We also get a callback to The Mandalorian Season 2 with Aquilish thugs, similar to the ones that Cara Dune fought off. We also see a clan of what looks to be rogue Tuskens, who are perhaps a criminal organization. There's something a lot more sinister to them than your regular Sand people, but one group who appears near the end of the trailer is what appears to be a crime syndicate that resembles the Red Key Raiders from the Aftermath trilogy. They were a massive threat to Cobb Vanth on Tatooine and posed as a mining company. With Timothy Olyphant's character Cobb Vanth rumored to make an appearance in the series, I would not be surprised if Cobb Vanth and Boba Fett team up to fight these criminals. We also see some awesome looking female Twi'leks, and one final Easter egg in the trailer is the appearance of Gamorrean guards. In terms of their physical appearance, they've been revamped in The Mandalorian Season 2, and it looks as though Robert Rodriguez has gone for the same look. In Return of the Jedi they were much stubbier, but they've become slimmer in The Mandalorian, and that's going to stay for the Book of Boba Fett. Now, the Boba Fett trailer dropped exactly as expected. Over the last 24 hours, some of the reputable leakers like Big Screen Leaks have been saying that we are going to get a Boba Fett trailer today. I didn't want to say too much about it because you never know with these things, but it seems to have dropped right on time. The fact that we got a Book of Boba Fett trailer today is really huge for Disney Plus Day on November 12th. It means that they can use that day for the Boba Fett Legacy special, but also for some reveals for Andor and maybe even the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Big Screen Leaks were the ones who got the most attention because they're usually spot on with their Marvel Marvel stuff, but Bespin Bulletin, Jordan Mason, and others were also claiming something for this week. What an incredible way to start November on. I'm super excited. This show feels absolutely incredible. It's got a very different vibe to The Mandalorian, and I'm really glad it's going to be its own unique thing away from The Mandalorian, while at the same time being a spin-off. We've heard rumours that it's going to be a revenge list for Boba where he goes after those who've wronged him in the past, but based on this trailer, he seems to have a lot more dignity than that. While this trailer does not reveal too much about the Book of Boba Fett in terms of where the show's going to go, we now have a good idea about the themes and the tone of the series. I really like that the trailer didn't reveal too much in terms of big cameos. There are rumoured to be quite a few of them, and I will say that I'm very impressed just by the looks of it. Visually, it's absolutely spectacular, and you forget the fact that they use the volume. What an incredible piece of technology to introduce into Star Wars. So those are my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Did this trailer meet your expectations? The hype train has finally left the station. I will be talking way more about the Book of Boba going forward. I will be making some more speculation videos as well. This is truly the way. As Boba Fett fans, we've been waiting for something like this for years, and it's finally happening. What an amazing post-Christmas gift this is going to be. I can't wait to share my thoughts with you when it drops, and as always, I will be doing my full episode breakdowns. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and a massive welcome if you are, and also be sure to give that bell a good old tickle so that you're alerted every single time that I post a new video. Also check out my Patreon, the link is down there in the description, and you get exclusive access to videos that are not found here on YouTube. But otherwise, my dear friends, may the Force be with you always. I'm Star Wars Meg, wishing you a phenomenal rest of the day, no matter where you dwell in the galaxy. Have a good one.